Whoops, I did it again. I did that, didn't I, Mazzy?
Yes.
It's a long story. It's not as bad as it looks. It's the tape which makes it look worse. Let me just take you inside, tell you the story, and then we'll come and see what we can do about it. So quite a few people noticed that I was a bit stressed in the video the other day where the light came on. You know, we had a brake problem on the big steep hill and I was looking a bit stressed and people saying, Dan, don't get so stressed out, don't worry about it, it's just a false reading. That wasn't the only reason I was stressed. The van was getting on top of me because I did something wrong, didn't I? The night before, I had a little bump in a car park. Now, I'll tell you the story. We were in that hotel, remember we got the hotel for the night, and I went out to the van for a bag or something, and there was a car, I noticed, I went in the back, the bumper was hanging off at the back, and there was a car parked next to me at a weird angle, and the driver was in there with his wife. And I went up to him, I says, have you just done that? He says, no mate, no it wasn't me. I says, well you parked very dodgily next to my van and my bumper's hanging off and it wasn't before. He says, no it wasn't me, it wasn't me. Anyway, a lot of talking going on. I were getting a bit more irate.
I was sitting in the restaurant, the food had already been delivered. Dan had already been 20 minutes, half an hour by now, so I popped my head out the front door thinking, where is you? I didn't know where you was.
And I were arguing with this man.
Yeah.
But what I was doing is I said to him, right, well I took a picture of his registration number. I says, right, well I'm going to check CCTV, so if you have done it, you're not going to get away with it because there is CCTV in this car park. So I'm storming off to the hotel and he starts following me. I says, what are you following me for? He says, well I just want to see what's on CCTV. And I says, well if you're following me to see the CCTV, you must be guilty of something. Why else would you want to see the CCTV? You just get in your car and drive off, wouldn't you? So I was convinced it was him. At that point, I turned around and I really started having a go at him. And then Mazzy comes out.
And I'm like, calm down, everybody calm down. I was scared. I was wondering what was going on. And you was like, somebody's just hit the back of the van. And I was thinking, well, it is what it is. There's no need to be getting this stressed out. But you was really upset about it.
I was stressed because it seems to be one thing after another with this van. It's just little things like the leak, that bump, this brake light. Every day it's something new and it does get on top of me.
Don't let it get on top of you.
So anyway, eventually I calmed down and I said, I'm sorry to this guy. I shook his hand and he went. Yeah. He didn't have any marks on his van, so I didn't think it was him, but I thought it could be him. Then we get...
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say, we went in, but we couldn't actually see the CCTV anyway, unless we called the police.
Yeah, the hotel wouldn't show us it. They said you'd have to ring the police and then they'd look at it.
And at this point, we were both exhausted, and I said to him, do you think it would be okay to do that then in the morning? So that was kind of left as that until the next day.
And then you went in the shower, came out of the shower, and you says to me, I've been thinking while I've been having a shower, could it have been when we left the car park earlier on?
Well, I was really nervous, guys. I was in the shower and I remember something happened previous. We'll talk about that in a minute. And I was really nervous to come out of the shower and tell Dan it was you who did it.
It was me. It was me.
Because I didn't want him to get irate again after me trying to calm him down all the day.
So we'd been parked in a car park in Durry and we was just set off to go to this hotel and we heard a noise outside and I says, we'll just run over a can.
Well, it was really a weird loud noise to the point it did actually make us stop and look around and we thought we saw a can in the rear view mirror.
I thought I could see a can on the floor.
Yeah.
So I says, it's only a can, don't worry about it. And we carried on.
Yeah, it sounded a bit more like we'd ran over more than just a can, but we just left it at that, didn't we? Yeah.
So, what I'd basically done is I'd parked very close to some bollards. I'd pulled out to too quick an angle, and the back end had just clipped one of the bollards. Yeah. And the noise was a bit of a crack on the back. And
the technicals of what happened, the rear end caught the back bollard and ripped the light off, basically.
Ripped the bumper off.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
We went back the next day to the car park just to make sure, and we did find little bits of the trim on the floor. So we do know it happened there, and it was my fault.
Yeah.
So now I've got a problem. I've got the bumper hanging off, and I'm scared it's going to fall off. So I've taped it back on for now. But now I'm going to go out there and see what I can do with it, which I don't think is going to be a lot. Maybe you guys can help. Come on.
Also at that point yesterday, with the brake fluids and all that, you'd had such enough that you just didn't even want to video any of it, did you?
No, we weren't even going to mention this bump.
No.
Because I'm sick of telling you all about problems with the van, and especially when it was my fault. Up here, this is what we collected off the floor. This is just bits of the trim which were on the floor. I've got them in a bag. Maybe I can Gorilla Glue them on or something, I don't know. But that's really not a big concern at the moment.
That's cosmetic.
That's cosmetic.
Fine. These things happen, babe, don't they? You know, and just don't.
But they happen to me, Mazzy.
Yeah, but don't let it don't let it drag you down or ruin your day. These things happen.
Come on, let's go have a look at it.
Yeah, man, I'll show the guys.
So it looks quite bad at the moment because of all the tape what's on it, as you can see. But that was just to hold it on. Gorilla tape, it's amazing stuff. Get yourself some Gorilla tape. Anyway, let's pull the Gorilla tape off and see what the problem is. This is where the trim has come off. You can see it's all cracked here. That is how it's meant to be. I thought there was a piece missing there, but there isn't. So I'll rip this off.
Just a little scuff on the edge there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is strong stuff. This has done its job. And it might be doing its job again after I've looked at it. I don't know yet. So that is how I found it, guys. It was hanging. And you can see the screw holes here. The screws have come off it. That's the problem. So to get through to where the screws are, I have to take the light off. So I'll do that now. So get these out. There's 3 of these holding the light on. So I have had this off the other day. They're just held in with an Allen key. So there is the light. Now straight away one of the screws is in here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding this on, and every one of them has come out of the screw hole. Now the problem is I've tried putting them back in and screwing it. If I can get a couple of them to hold, then it's problem solved. I can't get any of them to hold, but I'll give it another go now. I've just noticed, and I didn't notice before, it looks like this has been repaired already. There's some like putty in there. So maybe this has happened before. Anyway, so this is pretty much how it's meant to go. That is meant to go in there and hold it tight. And it isn't. It's not working.
It's not biting.
It's not biting. So, please guys, how do I fix this? Mazzy suggested I put a bit of tape around here and try it again, which I'm going to try now. Do I need longer screws? Slightly fatter screws? Will that do the job? Or are they completely busted? Do I need to use that epoxy stuff, which isn't a job I can do? You know, where you're drilling and putting something in. That's beyond me. I'm just rubbish at anything like that. So we'll try it with tape, like you said, Mazzy.
I think for a temporary fix, to wrap some tape round your screws might get a better bite.
Might do. I'll give it a go. So unfortunately, I've got no other screws, no bigger screws. I haven't got any screws in my collection of tooly things. So I can't see it working, I'll be honest with you, Mazzy, but I'll give it a go. I've just put some Gorilla tape around that.
Well, yeah, it may not work. It's worth a try.
It's worth a try. Anything's worth a try.
Yeah.
No. No, that's not going in now. Okay, so I've noticed this has definitely happened before. This isn't a new problem. There's 2 holes in there, There is one hole there, and then this one has some like putty in the side, so that must have been a hole. And you've got 2 holes down the bottom one there. This has been done. This has happened before. Well, well, well. I'm going to go inside and just see if we can find a slightly thicker screw, but I can't see it. I just don't know where we would have any screws in this van.
Might have on the back shelf in the boot, darling.
I'll have a quick look.
Yeah.
I can't find any screws anywhere.
Well, we can pop to the garage, have a look.
We'll have a look in the garage. I doubt they'll have them. What's annoying me is if I can just find one which is bigger and thicker and try it, at least we'll know if it's going to work or not.
I think it will. It will take bite.
I don't think it will.
Ideally it needs the epoxy resin stuff, but then you need drills and... Oh.
We'll have a look in the garage, see if we can find any.
Yeah.
No.
No little screws?
No screws in here.
Oh.
There is a car shop up the road.
Do you think we'll get screws there then?
I'm sure we'll get screws there. So the car shop with the screws is up in the town. It's 2 doors away from the cottage pub. Obviously I'm going to be sneaking one in. Just don't tell Mazzy, yeah? So that's one of the original screws. I've just got 9 more from the shop. About €2.50. What a rip-off. Anyway, I've got them. I've got the beer. I'm going to be 10 minutes late back for Mazzy, because I'm having my beer. I'll just tell her the screws were made to order and I had to sit down for 25 minutes. She'll believe me. Cheers.
Well done.
There you are, Mazzy.
Yay.
9 new screws. We'll give them a go. I don't know if they're going to work, but we'll give them a go.
Yeah,
You said I were quick, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't long at all. I wasn't long at all.
Yeah.
About 35 minutes I think it took me. And it's quite a walk up there.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You know, I'd have been back 15 minutes earlier, but they were made to order, were these?
Made to order?
Made to order.
Really?
Yeah, so I had to sit down while they were making the screws.
What, like key cutting?
Yeah, a bit like key cutting, but screws.
Oh, wow.
So they did that for me. Sorted. So let's get outside and give it another go.
Yeah, well done, babe.
Thank you very much.
Are you feeling all mechanical?
I'm feeling like I'm going to try something and do it badly and it's not going to work and we're going to be back to square one, because that's what always happens, Mazzy, when I try to fix the van.
Oh, stay positive. I have faith in you, darling.
So I've got the screw I want.
Yeah?
This is bigger. Let's try this. Lift it up, stick it in there and give it a good screw. Is it going to hold it in? I've got a lot of money saying that ain't going to do jack.
It's doing better than it was. Yeah, see? I told you to stay positive. God, I got faith in you.
I'm brilliant! I'm brilliant!
Get in there, babe.
Now, if I can get a couple more in, I know this is never going to fall off, so I'll be happy.
Oh, that's so good. That seems like a good grip.
It is a good grip, Mazzy. That's going right in.
Oh, well done.
That, I've literally made it better than it was when they made the van.
Yeah.
I need to work for Heimer. If there's anyone from Heimer out there needs a mechanic stroke, fixer stroke, bodybuilder
I
stroke,
don't
anything.
think they do, honey.
Right, Mazzy.
Yeah.
I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws in there, and that
That is well good.
is solid.
That ain't going nowhere.
I am so proud of myself. The only thing is, when this goes on,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to cover all this black bit. It might do.
It might do now it's pulled itself together. It's pulled itself in now, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
You know the only trouble now though, honey?
What?
We've got a clean patch there and the rest is all dirty.
Don't worry about it.
Are you going to wash it?
No, don't worry about it. Honestly, in about 3 weeks, that'll look exactly the same as that.
Oh. Are you done?
Done, fixed, Mazzy. The only thing wrong, look, is the trim's come off a bit there. Big
that's
deal,
fine.
big deal.
Yeah.
That is fixed and that isn't going anywhere. I'm so proud of myself.
Oh God, I'm more proud of you.
I really am proud of myself. The only thing I've got to do now, I've got 4 screws left.
Oh, babe!
No, €2.50 for 9 screws. I've got about €1.10 to come back, so I'm going to just take them quickly back up to the shop. I'll be about the same length of time, Mazzy, and then we'll come back.
We don't need to.
No, I want to get my money back.
Okay.
So I'll just go back to the shop, drop these off. I'll be back in exactly the same amount of time as I was last time, yeah? So that's my video showing you how to crash a van and how to fix a van in one single go. I'm very proud of myself. Mazzy's very proud of me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure some of you are proud of me, knowing how bad I am at things like this. I'm just buzzing, Mazzy. Absolutely buzzing. Maybe I'll start fixing more things around the van from now on.
And you did it with a smile.
I'm happy. I'm really happy. So thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for watching that. Something a bit different for you. Catch you on the next one. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Mazzy.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Please comment and hit the like button. That helps our channel grow.
If you like what you see, click here to subscribe. Check out this other great video.
And if you really want to show your support, join the club, become a Patreon for extra videos and perks.
The more support we get, the more content we can give. We'll see you tomorrow
On Travel Trolls TV.